Hello everybody, going to be working on this. It may not look like much. This is a little hibiscus that I purchased last year by mail order. Slightly underwhelmed when it arrived through the post, but I did put it up into a slightly larger pot than the one that came in, and despite the fact that they have a reputation for being one of the last things to come into growth in this country, it's shooting away. Now I've got 3 new buds popping all at the top of the tree, so first thing I want to do with that is cut back to try and persuade it to bud lower down. But one trick, you never know when you're doing anything with a tree whether you're going to knock buds off, so sometimes it's better to wait, put the scissors down, cut last. What I want to do with this tree is get it out of this pot, which has actually got a big split in the side, into a slightly larger, just a plant pot. This horrible pink thing is the only one that I've got of a suitable kind of size for it at the moment. Not a very attractive pot, but you know, in lockdown beggars can't be choosers. I have some black pots, but they're just too big, and I don't want to put this into too big a pot too quickly. So I've also got a lot of this awful liverwurst on the surface of the compost, which is indicative of a compost that's not draining very well, so want to deal with that. As you can see, I did put it into this larger pot, as I said. I found a slug. Always finding slugs. Hasn't really rooted out into this compost particularly, but I'm not going to get rid of all of that compost, but I want to get rid of a significant amount. So particularly this stuff on the surface. That's so you can see it's just coming off in a solid layer, which is not a good thing. It makes it hard for the exchange of oxygen that the roots need. So, in actual fact, you can see this is the size of the pot pretty much that it came in. So, didn't really get any advantage putting it into a larger pot last year, but okay, so I'm just going to take some of that soil away, but not all. I'm going to try something that I recently read about in a piece online, and which advocated using worms to get rid of the gacky soil from around the bonsai roots, and allowing the cavity caused by the worms to fill in with your gritty mix. So I thought I would give that a bit of a try. Now that I've got this off, I'm thinking I'm not going to use this pot after all. I'm going to try putting it straight into a seed tray, a half seed tray, see how we go with that. Okay, so I'm going to use this half size seed tray, and I'm going to use my gritty mix. Right, so I'm going to put some controlled release fertilizer, mostly at the sides here. The plant will go in the middle. Hopefully the roots will seek out that controlled release fertilizer and spread out into this gritty mix. Okay, don't think we really need this cane anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that. It's better. The tree seems quite happy to stand in there on its own, so we will simply fill in around it up to the level that it is currently growing. Trying to put in a little bit more controlled release fertilizer, this higher level, just a little, not a lot. As I say, I don't want to plant this tree any deeper than it currently is. That should do nicely. We'll give it a quick drink. Rinse through any dust. Watching that the water doesn't run off the table into my wellies, because that's never fun or pleasant. As I was saying, I read online an article by Graham Potter. Some of you may be familiar with him from his YouTube videos. Runs a bonsai nursery called Kaizen, I think that's how you pronounce it, Kaizen Bonsai, in Norfolk. And he was talking about how a good way to get rid of old gacky soil around the roots of trees was to let earthworms take it on and get rid of it. Digesting it away, leaving gaps which the gritty mix can then percolate into. So I have a worm bin, making worm compost, and I thought, why not put some worms in it and see if they'll do the same for me. So we'll go and get some worms. Okay, so this is my worm bin, and just want to collect a few of the little critters. So, got a little fish food container, an old one, and just have a little dig around in here, and straight away there are lots of them. So, just see if I can collect up a few. Probably should put some gloves on, but I don't think you can catch the thing that we don't speak about from a worm. Okay, not too many, it's only going in a small pot after all. Okay, so I've got my little container of worms, and basically we're just see if we can persuade them all to come out. A couple stuck in the bottom there. Gentle persuasion. There we go. Let's see if we can't zoom in on those a little bit. Okay. And so they're beginning to worm their way into the soil. Oh dear, sorry, I'll get me coat, as they say. So yeah, so hopefully those worms will go in there. Of course I've got no way of enforcing that they stay in there. But hopefully they'll go in there and they will eat the soil and or eat the soil from those roots, allowing the roots to settle into the gritty compost that much better. So a little while later, most of the worms have found a way into the soil and are disappearing. Hopefully they will be content to eat away the old gacky compost, and we will see. Of course, if they don't like it, they will just simply crawl out of the holes in the bottom and head off and do their own thing. Okay, so let's just zoom you back out, and I'm just going to take the top off. So I still have 2 shoots. Maybe it'll pop another bud or 2 down lower. Maybe it won't. Time will tell. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe, everybody.